Before the flood, before the rain, before the ark, there was a world much like ours. People lived. They built cities. They married. They laughed. They dreamed. But beneath the surface of human progress, something had gone terribly wrong. The Bible tells us that the earth was corrupt in God's sight, and violence filled the land. Evil was no longer an exception. It had become the norm. Every thought, every intention, every desire of the human heart was continually evil, and the Creator looked upon His creation, and His heart was filled with grief. Genesis tells us something deeply human about God. It says, "The Lord regretted that He had made mankind on the earth, and His heart was deeply troubled," not because God made a mistake, but because humanity had chosen darkness over light. The earth God once called very good had become a place of bloodshed, corruption, and rebellion. So God spoke words of judgment. "I will wipe from the face of the earth the human race I have created, for I regret that I have made them." But then, one sentence changes everything. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. Noah was different, not perfect, but faithful. In a world walking away from God, Noah walked with God. He listened when others mocked. He obeyed when others ignored. The Bible describes him as a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time. And God chose him not because of strength, not because of power, but because of obedience. God revealed His plan to Noah. "I am going to bring floodwaters on the earth to destroy all life under the heavens, but I will establish my covenant with you." Noah would survive. His family would survive. And through them, the world would begin again. Then came an instruction unlike anything the world had ever heard. "Make yourself an ark of cypress wood. Make rooms in it and coat it with pitch inside and out." God gave exact measurements. Not a boat, but a vessel of salvation. Longer than a football field. Taller than a 4-story building. Built on dry land. No rain had ever fallen like this before. No flood had ever come. Yet Noah believed. For decades, Noah built. Day after day, year after year. People laughed. They mocked. They called him foolish, saying to him, "Old man, where is the rain? You're building a ship on dry ground. Your God is silent." But Noah kept building, because faith obeys even when it doesn't understand. Then something astonishing happened. Animals began to arrive, 2 by 2, male and female, creatures of every kind, from the smallest insect to the largest beast. Not forced, not hunted. They came because God called them. The ark filled with life. Food was stored. Rooms were prepared. And finally, God spoke again. "Go into the ark, you and your whole family." Noah entered with his wife, his sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives. And then the Lord shut the door. 7 days passed. Then the skies opened. Rain fell not gently, but violently. The fountains of the deep burst open. Water rose from below and poured from above. Rivers overflowed. Cities disappeared. Mountains were swallowed. People ran. They screamed. They knocked on the ark. But the door was sealed by God Himself. For 40 days and 40 nights, the rain did not stop. Everything that had breath outside the ark perished. The world returned to water, just as it was before creation. Inside the ark, there was darkness, there was fear, but there was safety, because obedience had built refuge. The rain stopped, but the waiting began. For months the ark floated on endless waters. No land, no horizon, only trust. Then God remembered Noah, not because He had forgotten, but because it was time to act. A wind passed over the earth. The waters began to recede. Noah sent out a raven, then a dove. The dove returned with nothing. Days later he sent it again. This time, the dove returned with a fresh olive leaf. Hope had returned to the world. Finally, the ark rested on the mountains of Ararat. The door opened. Fresh air filled the ark. Life stepped onto renewed ground. Noah's first act was not to build a house, but an altar. He worshipped, and God responded. Never again will I curse the ground because of humans. Never again will I destroy all living creatures as I have done. Then God placed a sign in the sky, a covenant, a promise, the rainbow, not just beauty, but mercy, a reminder that judgment would never have the final word. The ark was not just a ship, it was a message that obedience saves, that faith builds refuge, that grace still exists even in judgment. Just as Noah entered the ark and was saved, the Bible tells us there is still an invitation today, a door still open, and a God still calling. The story of Noah is not just about water. It is about choice. Will we listen or ignore? Will we obey or mock? Because when the rain begins, only what is built on faith will stand.